All right. I'm at the coolest steampunk store in Webb City, Missouri. I got sun reflecting on it. I'm going to get back here and do that. You know, I tell you all the time and how much I love your projects. I see you out, you shop the same kind of places that I do to look for materials. But what you do that I don't get done is take it to another level on your building. I just have piles of stuff laying in my garage that I finally trip over and get frustrated. But you've built some of the most cool pieces I've ever seen in my entire life. So how long you had this vision to go and get something and turn it into what I call steampunk art?
Oh, I think 3 years ago I started, retired, so I was needing something to do. I don't know how it came about. It just I had time on my hands and I had some ideas, and I made a couple of pieces out of old tractor rims. I made a coffee table, and my daughter-in-law said, "Oh, that's steampunk," and I said, "Well, what's steampunk?" She says, "Well, it's making furniture out of weird stuff like that." So she said, "You ought to look on Pinterest." And so I did look on Pinterest, and I got some ideas there, and then I just started looking at stuff outside the box myself.
That's awesome. When you see something before you begin a project and you get the raw material, the first piece, do you already know in your mind what it's going to look like when you finish, or are you making some stuff up and adjustments as you go along?
Sometimes, sometimes not. Like if I want to make a bar, I look for things that I might can transform into a bar, like the tractor fronts that I turn into bars. I got the idea off of Pinterest for that, but then I ventured into other things to make a bar out of. I had a Volkswagen bus front, and it's on my steampunk page. The front of the bus that I turned into a bar.
Oh, that's
and I
awesome.
put the dash in it. It started out, I was just going to use the front of the bus. But as I went, the guy I bought the front of the bus from was in this store here. So when he brought it in, I said, well, that would make a cool bar. And so I bought it. And then he says, I got some other Volkswagen stuff. So he showed me a dash out of a Volkswagen. So, I'll incorporate that into the bar, you know. So I put the dash in there, and he said, well, you know, I've got a steering wheel, so let me have that. So I put the steering wheel in the dash too. Then I said, you got a key? Yeah, so I put the key in there. So sometimes it just grows as you go.
That's an awesome story.
One of the latest things I did was a truck side bar. It was the side of a 48 Dodge pickup, just a side piece with the where the tire goes, whatever you call that thing. Yeah. So anyway, I had to shop around to find some sort of a base to put it on, and so it turned into a pretty cool little bar. I think it's on the page.
Where do people find your page?
Steampunk Store.
On Facebook?
On Facebook. Capital S on store.
And
capital P on punk, and all capitals on store.
And all capitals on store. And how do they come down here and see where you are down here and your stuff? Is this the only place you have your stuff where they can physically see it?
I have now bought a shuttle bus, and I've got about 70 pieces on the bus that I'm going to go and set up at different spots.
You are?
Here and there.
Do you got spots mopped out already? Or
I
not?
do not. I have been to Springfield, to the fairgrounds, at a show. And when the pandemic dies down a little bit more, I'm going to set up different places. I am going to set up down Main Street on Joplin.
You're going to be trapped. That's amazing. I can't wait to support you on the roll like that. I mean, that'll be fun, and have all my friends in that. Any final thoughts for somebody that wants to go out and do steampunk, or any final thoughts on the future coming up?
There is, the sky's the limit on making steampunk stuff. Just think outside the box and start turning stuff into different pieces. I've got a background of all different types of woodworking and some metalworking and construction things, and so all of that helps. Some electrical experience, so all of that comes together with when you create something that it will help you.
I love what you're doing.
It. So
thanks.
Appreciate that.
Thanks for taking the time.
Welcome.
See you later.
Thank you.